Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host and Pearl Dane, the one and only master propaganda who has like defender of the fatherland, offered to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore. In the northwest is Luckymann55 here with the Deutsche Corps, Italian combined arms, and a bike on the way there on top of the Italian Bersaglieri. Here with the 15th Panzergrenadier Division in south, it is Stephenn of Australia playing as, my goodness, the Australians. Well, Brits, but with Australian focus, with Australian defence. The heavens themselves have aligned to present us with this moment.
Deployed.
So, Stephenn here with an Australian opening. He looks like he might go heavy in the infantry with the way he is setting up things there. We'll have to see how that works out. So off we are here. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. A big thanks for commenting and liking my videos. You all help out a lot there with the YouTube channel and keeping things going. Basil agrees because he's such a lovely... Ow, 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 ow. Kitty. So, north focus here, looking to try and pressure Stephenn's northern field point, south side Australians will know. Regular section for Stephenn, so not heavily committing to Australians. It's not right. And we got the Italian troops there with the Panzer catching the sappers who quickly ran for cover and shout, of course, out for King and Country. Shut up, Nigel. You're not helping. Orbazira there for Luckymann55. First casualty is in the name of Il Duce. Here's the sappers get perforated and lose Reginald there. Gavin falls into the great big pixelated choir in the sky. Will Stephenn go for an actual? We'll have to see. Saps can hold the line. He definitely an effective engagement in a sense. I mean, in some ways it is because using very little to occupy much larger force, but at the same time, it's not like he's doing any actual damage there to Luckymann55. Another Australian section there for Stephenn. It's two Australians, one regular section. Of course, the sappers hiding out here, waiting for the Bersaglieri to make the move, and then striking them for the king. South side here, Australians here might just get the drop on the bike there. Got a bit of barbed wire up here ready for Luckymann. He prepares position ahead of time. He expecting Stephenn to strike with the full wrath of the British Empire. Something like that. Bike swinging up behind. Here's the Australians trying to catch up, perhaps. Bersaglieri in the cut-off. We got another Australian section there, and we got the sappers joining in here. Got them drawing the Bersaglieri there, because they're not going to serve for much longer there if they stand up against all of that. Bike being hunted down here. Got some little weaving back and forth between the two sides, between the two commanders. Got Basil. I don't know where he is, but where is me? When you hit the monster some like in your sight at one point, and then, you know, suddenly during the movie it's like gone, you're just like, where did that bastard go? Thankfully, at least he can't hide in the walls.
Supply lines are cut.
Anyways, Bersaglieri moving forwards here. Section moving up, striking the cutter point. There's a DV's move here by Stephenn, outmaneuvering Luckymann55. Also a lot of barbed wire here from the sappers. Now the Australians have some funny word though for barbed wire. It's didgeridoo strings. Anyways, another section there for Stephenn. Flagging at the field point as well, even as the centre seems to be drawing in here. Mr. Luckymann, but he's realised what's going down there. He's bringing all of his forces now. Flames was equipped to the Panzer Puny as well there. Stephenn there with a 4-section build, just 2 of them regular, then 2 Australian. Grabbing the point here.
You have orders. Bersaglieri are armed and await deployment.
So, could he have both with Australian or Bersaglieri's? Well, obviously it does that he was going to the plan. And we got Panzer's clearly concerned about the potential of like a Humber armoured car of Stephenn. Oh, poor Stewart, who brings in the entertainment assets meanwhile Stephenn is taking up here, going for the platoon command post. Knowing, of course, he needs, you know, something a bit larger than just Australians to take on the Germans and Italians.
We shall hold reinforcements until instructed otherwise.
Punch gives the Australians here. And we got the ambulance for Luckymann.
Victory point lost.
The Australian of Bessier charging 40 at the section. The Sappers have falling down barbed wire. A lot of barbed wire here from Stephenn for sure. A lot of it. Yes, Stephenn cheers to it because otherwise the Wombats will get you during the night over there in Australia. So I've been told. Anyways, Bessier there getting absolutely shot to bits here. Not entirely sure Luckyman there was home to achieve with him, or he was just hoping his luck to somehow deflect every shot. At which point he's definitely been abused of that notion that his luck can go that far. Meanwhile, got another Australian down here, taking up with the Bessier that remains. Back at base here. Got the field infirmary now here for Stephenn. Nothing but the between command posts. There we go. We do get a bolster after all. Bit delayed there for Luckyman. Just a bit. I feel like he missed out on at least some small engagements here and there. We could have benefited from like having a larger squad. But that's just me. Got the Bessier here busy with the Cacano bolt action rifles, which was the main rifle of the Italian army during the Second World War that was actually not designed to be, so it was actually designed to be a weapon for the rear echelons, basically supply troops and such, but due to some significant logistical snafus during weapons development, it was supposed to be the main rifle, they ended up with that instead, interestingly enough. They had to like scrap the project for like the semi-automatic rifle because of it. There's a bit of fun for you. Meanwhile, Stephenn is preparing the M3A1 Stuart light tank. As we got fastball runs here for Luckyman55. 6-pounders here for being brought to the front line to, of course, prepare them against any light vehicles, or for that matter, tanks.
We have new units available from our light. We have lost control of a victory point.
Taking the move here. 6-pounder gun almost ready.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Note for those wondering why it was called a 6-pounder, that's because the British used the old artillery system where it wasn't the caliber of the gun that mattered, it was the weight of the projectile it fired, which I believe was due to the fact that back in the olden days they didn't really have like great standardization, so instead of like trying to get the caliber right on every gun, they just went for like a rough measure, like how heavy could it fire thing. So yeah, a bit funny like that. Pass is a very, very music low. So 467 to 135. Section dining in Steve Panzerjägers. And of course the British being old fashioned and stubborn as they are. At least in terms of conventional naming, still stuck to the whole Pounders stuff. So just going for caliber and going proper machine and whatnot. So Vickers machine gun brought forward here by Stephenn of Australia. Good old Vickers. Water cooled. World War I vintage, in fact pre-World War I vintage. There you go, assault guns out here for Luckyman55 looking to charge his Stephenn overrunning. Might slightly regret going for that Vickers instead of still like 10k, I guess. Maybe not. Perhaps we shall never truly know. Multi bit of skirmishing between the section and the Bessier. Nice strong force over here, messing with Stephenn full income. Thumbs up. Soldiers rushing southwards, looking to mop up all the individual squads here. 6-pounder gun there, pointing at just the incorrect angle, so can't actually support. Got these soldiers closing in, pushing back the sappers with MP40s. The machine gun pistol in field sick. Which is an improved version of the MP38, which you typically don't hear about, obviously, despite they pretty much look almost the exact same. It just, the only difference really was, for the most part, that one was made out of, milled steel, the other was stamped steel, making it a lot easier to produce. Large numbers and much cheaper. And obviously much faster.
Machine guns have been made available.
Raiders there for Luckyman55. Got a Pack 38, the obviously concerned about Stuart light tanks or whatnot he had of his opponent. Also good work by Luckyman mining up here. Thumbs up. Going to the fuel point again. He definitely wants to keep Stephenn off the fuel wagon here and there. Go great shot from the 6-pounder gun, slamming into the sidearm of the 250, though not obviously taking it out. Vickers holding up here, covering the flank here. Nice up there for Stephenn. Ensures no surprise there out of Luckyman55.
Pack 38.
Marking shot, there we go. Riff consider the grenade assault ends up withdrawing. Enforcing healing.
Proximity alarm near our capture point.
There's the area pushing forward here under Luckyman's glorious command, following up with some Breda Modello 30s there under Luckyman's command. More of them charging at each section. Vickers setting up 6 of course in reserve. We got the Australians looking to flank in here as well, making the engagement a bit tough at the same time. We got Luckyman here ready to counter flank here. Stephenn with a flamethrower team though. Those individually Propaganda struggle there to go both. At least one squad's suppressed, ends up being both retreating here. It's up going for the Vickers flank, but at this point it's ready to relate. The two squads have retreated, meaning the Panzer Pioneers now much more isolated on their own. Meanwhile, further south, regular section pushing forward to counter here. Luckyman's lone anti-tank squad there with their Panzer Buchse.
Enemy forces have taken our territory. Enemy forces
going
have
in there.
captured a victory point.
Mechanized company for Luckyman, company command plus for Stephenn. As you might notice, there's a bit of a gap then where they are in terms of teching. Well, at least Luckyman, of course, can get martyrs. They'll be with British tanks and whatnot. But again, it does highlight a bit of a disparity, if you will. A bit of a gap. Now we got Stephenn laying down his own mines. Precision forwards again here. Right into the 6 polygon this time around. Except it hits. I don't know what it hit there actually. This did not hit the half track. Grenade assault here, absolutely flinging the grenades. They absolutely whiff every shot. Vickers there, they're covering the fight from possibly one of the worst angles possible there. Getting into that flank, but someone just sliced through everything. Stephen's got like a hot knife through butter. Even got 447 to 347. Stephenn's just floating command points, so I guess he's only really interested in the Australians themselves, and the rest can't really bother to deal with. What, you mean there's something that's not Australian in the Australian battle group? Buzz off, mate. So, as they're pushing in there from several sides, see if they're running to the stream, we're pushing the range to that Vickers. Then we do get a grenade off here, the good old Red Devil, which is not actually a timed grenade. It was known as the impact grenade, meaning detonated upon impact. Back there.
Command points are available.
There we go, soldiers of the moon again here, hunting down some isolated sappers. So in this case, notice the team actually prepared for this, laid down a mine, though it seems like Luckyman might have suspected something here. Obviously noticing there's a sapper section way too far ahead on his own there. Assuming they laid down a mine is actually pretty sharply done there by Luckyman55.
Enemy encroaching on us. The territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
So, yeah, Stephenn's map control there is looking a bit rough for wear at the moment here. Luckyman's hitting hard, and he's hitting quite consistently at the moment. We do see the bike going down into another state mine they laid down previously for Stephenn. Thumbs up.
Victory point under enemy control.
Panzers there hold up behind an old stone bench there. No, it's not a bench, it's a wall there. Vickers pushed off here, the fact that the soldiers in the half track obviously being enough to convince Stephenn that he might want to relocate the machine gun team somewhere else unless he wishes to bury them. Meanwhile, the soldiers keep at it. Luckyman relying on his one mechanized infantry element here. Stephenn, though, deciding it's time to break out the big guns, or at least the mildly bigger guns mounted on large armoured elements, and calls in a tank. Luckyman, though, clearly anticipates something like this, bring in the Marder 3 early model. Noting it converted Soviet anti-tank gun on the Czechoslovakian Panzer chassis. There's a total of 3 Marder series, the Marder 1, the Marder 2, and the Marder 3. The Marder 3 being based off the Czechoslovakian Panzer T, the Marder 2 being based off the Panzer 2, and of course, for complete logic sense, the Marder 1, which is just based off various French tanks.
The point is being taken from us.
Fun fact there.
Marder tank destroyer standing by.
So there you go, Marder 3 ready here for Stephenn.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Stephenn floating 8 command points. Luckyman there floating 4 command points. Got the Crusader tank on the move. Sections the Bezier adding the Breda there. Final one upgraded. And there you go, Crusader swinging in there with its 2-pounder gun. Pushing forwards in, there you go. Martyr fleet charges through the terrain here. .147 to 171.
Henry, are you ready to move? Task completed.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Okay, there we go. Caches, supply trucks, and the emplacements here for Stephenn. Opening up for Bofors and a 17-pounder gun. Luckyman bringing in the Stug 3D. Stephenn the brief considering a second Vic instead goes for a second 6-pounder gun, but also going for foot gas. But Stephenn clearly a bit fan of 6-pounder guns. Got 147 to 155. I mean, Luckyman's definitely leading in several ways. And there you go, 250 charging into the 6-pounder gun, trying to get out of there now, but might be a bit too late here. Oh yes, was too late here. Soldiers also trying to escape here, but it's just not enough here, and the Vickers very much has them tracked down and suppressed. Panzers hunting out there, waiting for an actual tank to appear. There's so far with no real luck. There you go, switching into an attack here towards the centre. Luckyman55 counterattacks rapidly, halting those bloody British. Joining in the policy of destruction, crashing in there, dodging 6-pounder gun shells poorly as possible, actually taking them. And there you go, Panzerjägers actually get to shoot at a Panzer, finally. So long, it's long and so much time, and there you go, mines going off, their mines was actually ready for Stephenn, just not the actual mines, sweeping them. And we got a Bofors on the way here. And a 254 there for Mr. Luckyman, even as Stephenn's Bofors anti-aircraft gun is almost done. As we are charging 14 heavy damage. Almost got the Bofors ready. There we go. Okay, trick reinforcing healing.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Here charging in.
Victory point lost.
Contact here. Down.
They're getting absolutely mauled.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Crusader artillery pulled in further south here. Stephenn sneaking in there, opening up a second front against the Germans, even as Capitalize is getting too stuck into the centre, might not work out particularly well for him. German force there, laying claim to the centre once more, wrecking everything in sight, opening up clear lines of fire, making it harder for Stephenn to creep up on the centre. Not impossible compared to that massive building, you know, overshadowing the point forward. More sandbags down here from Luckyman, fortifying the centre, preparing himself for the next offensive. Bofors crew just, you know, having a nice time. And we got Luckyman bringing his guns to halt and destroy the Bofors. And there we go, up to Kablamo. He did try to buy some time here with that activate ability, but alas, that just did not work out for Stephenn. Got the Australians there, Let's see here attacking the section. I don't want to call them Australian, definitely not Australian. Meanwhile, Stephenn bringing in another Crusader tank here. See, routed. I think the Australians are about to hit a mine, and yes, indeed, losing Bruce in the process.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Teaching the pressures Jack and forces hold the line in the centre. Stephenn there is trying to grab it, but it's definitely not quite working out smoothly here. German resistance is clearly much tougher than Stephenn calculated. There you go, second Crusader tank ready. As you're holding out.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Push up! Engage all contact!
Sultan's moving for the centre victory point further south. The Crusaders swinging out here. Vickers unleashing hell. And we got pack footage called by Luckymann. Apparently not bothering with the rest of the battle group. No tanks, no strafing runs, no artillery call-ins, nothing. Only a bit amusing. There goes Pack 38, they're ready here for Luckymann55. Panzer Abwehr Kanone 88. Okay, there we go. Just talked about some Ventus strafing runs, and we got Pact of Steel. Steel. Is it Pact of Steel? It is Pact of Steel.
A victory point is being taken from
Interesting choice there. That does of course mean his mod has become a fair bit cheaper there. Got massive Italian charge is very much thwarted by the humble Victor's machine gun team, completely ruining their Luckymann's infantry assault. Catching the punch there, you can see almost got a triple cap here from Stephenn against Luckymann. Stu D the punch being support charge in the centre, even as in the south here. Poles are being tied up. There we go, triple cap ready for ongoing for Stephenn now. Obviously we'll take a bit to close the gap between the two, but he certainly is on his way towards doing it right now. And what is this? Crusader tank diving in, he's swinging in behind Luckymann's front line. Hard to say, of course, what Stephen's plan was, because he quickly got out of there with the Crusader tank as soon as he just saw the enemy, so I do wonder what the plan there was. Question for the ages on that one, I suppose. Foot guards for Stephenn are being brought forth, finally.
Territory lost.
56 was on 92. Plot continued to take here against Luckymann55. He got mined to the flank here as soon as he saw Stephenn even remotely present a tank. He just started mining it, taking no chances. Meanwhile, south side, Bezier pushing in. Got a deep flank here, planning against Stephenn. Going to exploit where Stephenn currently isn't. Thumbs up there to Luckymann. I'd say that is fairly smart. Australians pushing back here. Crusader moving forwards again. Even mining his base entrance. Taking no chances there with Stephenn whatsoever. Answer me, commander there. Fully being ready.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Swing bounty ready for Stephenn. Answer me, commander, halfway done. Stuki letting loose. He takes a bit of a hit here. Got the German gunners working hard here to try and push back the British tanks with some 6 Crusader flanking in here. Bypassing the mines. Good God. Swing in behind here. Luckymann's lines and then withdrawing. Oh, hits a mine, hits a mine. Good Lord, he hit a mine. We were rushing the center of the Crusader trying to grab the point here. 196 on 92.
He's dead! Leave him!
And some interesting developments in this match here.
Territory secure! Holding the perimeter! These rounds won't fire themselves!
And Crusader, they're just trying to get out of there as fast as possible. Guns blazing, Crusader responds, shoots, whiffs. And the Crusader is down. But there we go, Stephenn sees an opportunity and tries to flank Marta maybe. Misses the opportunity though here. Still gets a shot in, but imagine like, you know, his tank in a slightly better place and actually hit his right, so ran over the mine, at which point he could have used the garden there. Meanwhile, more Crusaders for Stephenn and the British Empire. Section moving forwards here. 296, 192.
Survival improvements and smoke canisters are being requested for our vehicles.
Cancels the Crusader. Stephenn changes his mindset, bringing in another Vickers machine gun team. His Luckyman repositions once more. Stephenn fortifying a bit here, anticipating something happening up there. Further south, Australian, they're encountering an Italian Vanguard 4C in the south.
Survival packages for Panzer Crews have arrived.
So packages for Luckyman pretty late for that upgrade compared to think how most players would have gone for it. They've gone a lot sooner forward here, so a bit interesting to see it at the 26-minute mark. Great shot there in the Stu D. Another great shot from the gun up north here. Caught in a crossfire. It might be too slow to retreat in time. And yes, indeed, Stu D cut put. Smashing blow there. We get Stephenn with another Bofors. Coming to some victory point. They're planning armored reserves here. What is going on there with the Luckyman55? Shaggy. May perhaps never know. Got the Bofors halfway done. Italian forces there rushing forwards because they smashed the grenades for the smoke. Got the Vickers there, they're lined up, providing cover and fire there. As soon as the smoke lifts, they unleash a torrent of lead there. The situation for Luckyman is getting a bit more awkward. Panzer is in the center, they're trying to defend it. Instead, leaving themselves deeply exposed to the Bogo Bofors, letting loose a flurry of 40mm auto cannon fire. The assault continues to roll forwards under Stephenn's command. Now pushing forward to the entire front line here would appear. Even got team weapon trade now, like seeing the buffers and tank guns and his Vickers machine guns. Thumbs up. I guess the Bofors too. Assault continues. We just see their Luckyman55 effectively disintegrating under Stephenn's pressure here. I'm going for the cut-off point now. Stephenn just there swinging in here like a maniac. Mines going off, then retreating troops. Got 283, 153.
How could this happen?
Being pounded, joining in there on the Crusader tank. Being losing the Italian troops on the cut-off points to try to claim it. Really rough spot to be honest here for Luckyman55. I do think to an extent he got a bit too passive there. Could have been a thing looking for opportunities against Stephenn instead of just sitting back here. As that definitely gave Stephenn the opportunity to, like, you know, well, look for opportunities, and he absolutely took it with both hands.
We have only 250 points remaining. Our territory is in enemy hands.
Mines exploding here, messing up there the advance of Luckyman55 up north of the mine there. Finally went off. A long while, but we got them. Meanwhile, Packford's been brought to engage the Bofors. British forces have been drawn in, things are trying to screen the Bofors from that effect happening there. We've had a potentially to for Stephenn to flank up behind here, Luckyman. There we go, creeping barrage, unleashing hell into the midst of Luckyman's forces, completely picking apart his offense.
Territory sectors are isolated.
Oh, mid sweater there. Well done for Stephenn. 2 thumbs up.
Our forces are down to 200 points.
You think you can keep up? Provalo.
Medical vehicle in town.
Panzer jockeys. Reinforcements.
187, 153.
Scared, huh? Captured. Ready to go again.
178, 153. I mean, Stephen's almost advanced close to cap the entirely now in terms of victory points. Casualty wise, he's pretty much already there.
Waiting on you. We've done what we can.
He's almost got more or less the entirety of the map, except with a few points up here. Not a great spot to be for Luckymann and the German Italians. Far from it.
The enemy is resilient. They currently have the advantage.
There we go. Stephenn takes the lead over Luckymann,
The
55.
enemy have claimed our sector.
So needs to build upon it here. At this point, Luckymann definitely is running out of time at a pretty steady pace here. So he needs to do something, and I think something drastic here to have a shot against the foe. He is, I think, starting to get there. And Stephen's basically taking action to make it much harder here for Luckymann to actually get back in the field as well.
We're
So
losing grasp of ammunition
thumbs up there to Stephenn.
My squad is decimated.
Oh, well done. 103 here, actually. 100, there you go. This is 153. The gap is to grow. Luckymann continues to further and further fall behind Stephenn here.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Iran's being petty for Stephenn.
Enemy down.
29, 26. 23, the clock continues to take here.
Only 75 points remain.
The odds for Luckymann are just looking worse and worse.
Location secure. Holding.
51,
Without ever stepping outside.
58, 55, 52.
Our final 50 points.
Into mine.
Empire's red.
And there go double grenades to the machine gun. Of course, as soon as the smoke stone starts to lift, the poor force immediately starts engaging.
Anti-tank crew have been killed in
And
action.
well, unfortunately, flanked here by Stephenn. So Stephenn's really got Luckymann here in a vice at this point. He just... There we go. Luckymann throws in the towel and calls it quits. GG, game over. Well played by Stephenn and by Luckymann, but as I said earlier, I think Luckymann just got too passive to defensive, and Stephenn's more than happy to exploit that, at which point Luckymann just really found himself so heavily in the defensive and on the back foot, he just couldn't really regain control of the match. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the match. I've learned something from it. This is Imperial Ancient. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.